Saxon Algebra 1 half lesson 97. Today, my wonderful students, we are back after the midterm, after spring break. Congratulations, you all did a great job on your tests. You studied hard, you didn't die. Fantastic. So, let me just show you where we're at. Oh look, I get to cross off the midterm because we did that. And I get to cross off spring break because sadly we finished that. Today is probably April 12th in your life. It's April 11th in mine. But there's no homework due today. We're going to start in on these 4 lessons, 97, 98, 99, 100 will be this week. These lessons will be due next week. That's why I say no homework due, because you didn't do anything over spring break, which you weren't supposed to. I just wanted to show you, look, we only have 6 more weeks left in the whole year. And I'm going to tell you this, even though I don't want you to take your foot off the gas of your math learning car. These lessons are nowhere near as important as what we did between Christmas and spring break. That was really the meat of our course. Before Christmas, there was a lot of review and there was some ramping up work, but this is really what we gathered this year to do. That's what we hope to accomplish. What we're going to do in these lessons is lay some groundwork for Algebra 1 for next year, so that when you see a lot of these concepts come back next year, you're going to say, oh, I remember that actually. I don't have all the details firm in my head, but yeah, that seems familiar. So this is still important, but I just want you to know that the top of the mountain is very near in sight, and you've already climbed to the hardest part. There's a metaphor for the day. I'm sure there'll be more. 2-step problems, I think we've already kind of played with. They go like this. I'll write this one all the way out. If I'll let you copy, and then I will prattle on. Okay. Oh, and just a reminder, you write down everything I write down, right? Yeah, that's what makes this really fun. Okay, if 2x plus 4 equals 6, what is the value of 3x minus 7? What the heck are we doing here? Here's where the 2-step comes in. First, we take this and we solve for x. Because there's an equal sign in here, we know that we'll be able to solve that. Then we'll take this value we've solved it for x, so we'll get x equals something. We'll take that number and we'll plug it in here, and then we'll do what's called evaluate, which is what we often call solving when we don't have an equal sign. All right? So first we find out what x is, then we plug x in there. That's going to be our strategy. Okay, so I'm going to go back and copy the equation because it's buried in the words. That's why I don't normally copy all this down. We need this, right? Because we need to solve it for x. So that's step 1. Okay, so let's see. What have we got here? There's our x. There's our equal sign. I always like to get my bearings. I can see there are no like terms. Like terms, remember, are on the same side of the equal sign. So I look at that side and I look at that side. No, there's nothing to clean up there. So we are ready to swim some fish. This is also a best friend go home situation, right? The 3 best friends. You can look at it that way. I mostly am going to revert to our fish metaphor now because we're used to doing more complicated things than just the 3 best friends scenario, right? This is the simplest form of an equation, and we've kind of progressed past that. When we progress past it, then we need our swimming fish metaphor. So the x fish are going to stay right here because there's only one of them. We're going to swim the 4 that way. You guys did a good job of this, but remember that the way that I do this is extremely important, right? I'm canceling this one, so I cross that out. That's gone to 0, right? Because plus 4 and minus 4 equals 0. I don't have to add 0. I get 2x equals 6 minus 4 is 2, okay? Now I see my x is being divided by 2, multiplied by 2, so I'm going to undo that by dividing. That cancels. I get x equals 2 over 2, and in my brain, I say, oh, that's 1. Now, because this is a very important answer, this is the answer of step 1, what I like to do is I put a squiggle underneath it. That reminds me, I'm not done yet, but I'm going to need that to go forward. Now, I go to step 2, which is plugging in that value. So I'll put a 1 here just so you can follow, in case it's not obvious. I'm going to plug this value for x into this expression. So this is the way we write that, right? We put a bucket where the x is, and then we put that value in where the x was. Now I can solve. Multiplication before subtraction. 3 times 1 is 3 minus 7 equals minus 4. That is our final answer. Yay! Simple and cute, right? Good job. All right, that was the one I'm gonna do in a long, drawn-out process. Let me just check and see. I think there are 3. Yeah, there's 3 problems. So we've done the first one. Let's try another, shall we? I don't know about you, but I'm having fun. Example 97.2. Now, instead of writing down all those words, I'm just going to copy down the information I need for the first step. It says if 4x minus 2 equals 3, comma, what is the value of blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to even look at that yet. I'm just going to solve this for x. Once again, I get my bearings. There's my x. There's the equal sign, okay? Do I have any like terms? No, that looks fine. That looks fine. I'm ready to swim fish. I can see, once again, John's giving us nice, easy, best friend situations. So we know we always want to send this one first. The other way we can look at it is to say there's only one X fish, so there's no need to swim. We'll just swim this plain number fish the other way. 4x, that all goes away, equals 5. Divide both sides by 4 to undo that multiplication. That gets my my x rather by itself, which is exactly what I want. And we get x equals 5 over 4. Now, if that makes you nervous because it's a fraction, A, it's fine. We can have fractions in an answer like this. And B, fractions are annoying, but they have no power over us, you guys. We can kick their little booties. So now I need the other part, don't I? Now that I have this, I need the second expression in the problem that says evaluate, or what is the value of. And now, let's find that. It's 2 over 5 x. I'm going to change the x by putting parentheses, minus 1/4. Oh, well, this is messy, isn't it? So this is step 1, and this is step 2. Okay, we put this in here. We multiply before we worry about subtracting, which is good because multiplying fractions is super easy. We can even just do that, right? I'd like this to have a denominator of 4, and if I cancel the 5s, look, that's exactly what I get. I'll get 2 over 4 minus 1 over 4. This I could change to 1/2, but I quickly see, no, I want the 4s to match, exactly like that. Because then we can subtract them and get our answer, right? If I reduce this too far, then I would have to make it big again, right? If I knock that down to 1/2, then I would have 1/2 minus 1/4. I can't do it. So as you're futzing with these denominators, futzing, that's a technical math term. I don't think I can explain it to you yet. Right? We want to reduce where it will help us, but not reduce where it won't. Okay? So that requires a little trial and error, but just remember that you don't have to reduce if you don't want to in the middle of the problem. For the answer, you do. I feel like I'm talking in circles. I hope this is making sense. Okay, ready? If 4/3 x minus 2 equals 4. This is step 1. Oh, well, now we've got fractions in the first part. Isn't that cute? But we still have like a nice basic little equation, right? So we'll add 2 because we know that's the way to swim that fish over. That cancels. 4/3 x equals 6. Now, we could divide by 4/3, but that's going to make a big ugly mess, right? You can even find yourself writing that, and then you go, no. I don't want to do that. I don't know how to simplify that. We'll learn how to do that. In the future, this won't be so scary, but this is not what we want to do. We remind ourselves, oh yeah, when we're multiplying by a fraction, it's better to use the reciprocal. Right? We'll put the 6 over a 1 so it doesn't look so weird. This I crossed out. That was the bad approach. Now, 3/4 times 4/3 equals 12 over 12, which equals 1, and that's invisible. Goodbye. Now we just have to reduce this. 6 times 3 is 18. 1 times 4 is 4. And we can divide that by 2 and reduce it to 9 over 2 is our value of x. X equals 9 over 2. That's the end of step 1. Step 2. Can I fit it in here? I don't know that I can. Let me flip to the next page. X equals 9 over 2. And that's the end of our step 1. Okay, then we go back to the problem and find out what's the second step. What's the second thing we need to evaluate? And that is 6x minus 2/5. That's what we have to plug this x value into. 6x minus 2/5. So 6 parenthesis minus 2 over 5. I'm going to put a 1 there just so everyone's in the fraction club. This is where x goes. X is 9 over 2. All right. I want this to have a denominator of 5. 2 is really not close to 5. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's make this denominator go away completely. 2 goes into 6 3 times, right? So now I'm going to get this as 27 minus 2 over 5. Okay. I mean, that's not horrible. And we can quickly do this as a mixed number by taking 27. Essentially, I want to multiply this by 5 over 5, right? So that I get my matching 5. 27 times 5 is 135. So that equals 133 over 5. Okay, beautiful. Now, the problem is, this is my answer. I go to check it and I see John is still playing this dumb game of mixed numbers. I'm not a fan, John. I am not a fan. So let's just check it really fast. 5 times 26. All right, let's just write that out. That's 30. Okay, so 5 times 26 is 130 plus 3 more equals 133 over 5. Yay, that means we have the right answer. I checked John's mixed number, found that it was the same as my improper fraction. Yay, we're done. All right, so 2 steps problems. First we solve for x, then we use that value for x and plug it back into the second expression in the problem. Yay, lesson 97 is done. You guys were almost to the 100s. Are you excited? I am. I'm excited enough for all of us. Okay, do your homework. Have fun. Remember to do the odd problems, not the evens. Do the odds. And get every single problem right before you're done. Okay? Ask me if you need help. I will talk to you in our video chat on Thursday or Friday, whichever is your custom. Okay, thanks. Goodbye.